Say something real quick, Lenzo.
Yo, yo, yo.
All right. Say something again. I'm just gonna try to match the volume.
Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good?
I think that's fine. Hello, hello. Okay. I think there are people coming in.
Yes, sir.
All right. Everything. Let me know if the mic volume is good, guys. For Lanto side, if it's too low or too high.
What's
Last time
goody,
you were on stream,
everybody?
dude, they were saying like you need to get a different mic.
Bro, yeah, and I just have it closer. I have it, what do you call it? Closer now.
They said it's okay. Okay, cool. Oh, let me connect my account.
Tell everyone in my room to join your live.
Okay, let's see. PM live, a little bit early, because I usually start at 1 p.m. But we're just gonna start a little bit early to prepare.
Slow and choppy, kind of, AM session past 10:30. It's been kind of rangy. How's everyone doing so far today? You guys, doing well?
I personally have not taken anything. If you guys took any trades, let's see if you guys are. What you guys took. We can look at them. Or green or red. If you're big green right now, you can share. Equal highs.
Mine are red.
Demos green today.
It is, yeah, it's price action. Hopefully this clears up. But big break even.
I think for me, I only took 2 trades on live this week. So this is the 5th day. There's 2 days I didn't take any trades. So let's see if we can finish the 3rd day, 3 for 3. If I get something going for the day. Big break even, red, red. Brian voice is low. I think I have the same volume every time.
My voice might just be a little high this time.
Someone asked how many contracts do you trade with Lanto. I guess it's gonna vary, right? Like depending on like how many accounts you're going to copy.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with
me. Through New York, I typically do 1 or 2. 2 if it's A+ conviction. 1 if it's still good conviction but not A+. And then through Asia, I do about 2 if I ever trade Asia. Just because it's a bit slower. Too. Yeah. So I just size a bit more. But through New York, I just look for a model, and if it presents, I just execute. And once that happens, I just pretty much just chill. Once either hits my stop or take profit. I usually go for 1 trade a day, typically, just with 1 mini through New York, and just aim for 1 take profit. Yeah. Similar to what trades my Matt does.
You trade like multiple sessions too, so like it kind of adds up. You take one at Asia, you take one maybe even London if you're up. Yeah. 1 New York, AM, then 1 PM.
Yep. 100%.
Then we'll be just hunting for quality setups too. My outlook for now though, like I kind of want a run higher for lower. That's why I'm kind of looking at. If you can see in my screen, guys, I'm looking at 15-minute, maybe a pop inside this 15-minute breaker, the higher time frame breaker. We would need like another 40 points on NQ up though, and then I think I would anticipate for a setup down. Green. Yeah,
we took internal high. I believe so. Yeah, we took internal. We took out that internal high at 240. I believe 243 by a tick. We've just been floating since.
Do you consider that as taken for you or?
Yeah, because we took to the tick. So
for me, like sometimes when it just like does like 1 tick or like I'll still keep it as a relative high. I want to see that clear through if it's something like more.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Technically, what I mean by that high is just it's liquidity getting taken through. In terms of that relative high, it's still holds complete validation in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with you there. We did tap into that. It's just been slow since.
Mike Jones took the 1148 BPR. Let me see what my screen.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's the same BPR that I think you took, Lanto, that you shared in the chat.
Yeah. Yep.
Same thing
I
I
took
have
the same
this my
exact
screen too.
BPR. That was nice. You saw that fair value after an inversion, and then in the midst of doing that, we formed a BPR, retraced, and then popped off that. So it was pretty solid.
We have a 1 minute bearish breaker right now. I'm not gonna use it for. I'm just gonna use it as guide and see like if we do reject off of it. That's the reason what I'm seeing right now.
Very, very slow. Overall, we still look bearish. I'm still really bearish until we flush over that 243 relative high. Up until that point, I'm still bearish. Overall, higher time frame.
Dude, I think that 10 a.m. move, we basically I think we were like a few points off from that 350 level. Were you on for that? Where is it? Let me see. I had like that a high from previously in April. We were off by that by like 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was 350.75 and we went 248 or 348.
Yeah, we're just floating these lows. So yeah, so let's say your voice is low again. Weird.
Yeah, let me. I don't think I changed anything though. It might be because Lanto voice is high. That's why I kind of lowered Lanto's volume a little bit because mine is max volume right now. But yeah, let me see if I can change it a little
Anyone's
bit.
on a Yeti? What's the best setting?
I can up it a little bit, but I think this is the same volume setting I have all stream. Yeah, Lanto's just a bit loud, so I'm gonna lower his a little bit. That's why we're trying to configure it properly. And there we
Do
go.
I sound any different?
What do you think of Take Profit Trader? $100, 50K. You can pass it with news, and there's no active fee. I think it's also 50% consistency. We were talking about eval, but yeah, I think they promote or encourage like very quick withdrawals. You can just withdraw daily if you want to. Kobe said, "I think you both sound beautiful."
Hey yo. How was your beginnings? Yeah, of course, 100%. Yeah, I've blown a lot of accounts through options when I started, even through futures, even through evaluations. I blow them still. I mean, it just happens. It's just all part of the process. What's important is your funded accounts. How do you treat those? Those are like the most important thing, in my opinion. The way you sort of take care of your fundeds is the most important thing, obviously, because those are the ones that make you the money.
Yeah.
So,
And then also
valuation speed really don't matter. Yeah.
yeah, and then like as long as like we're net positive in platforms, which we both are by tremendously, that's what matters. Like we could just be blowing very early on, but once we got the ropes of it, once we understood how we could like succeed with it exponentially, and then we're scaling up, and now like we could be pulling like 5 figures from the platforms each month with our funded accounts.
Yep.
I just trying to go for that 6 figure now. I'm working at my own pace.
So that's a big goal. That's a big goal. I'm not gonna lie though, and I told my core this too. It's taking a toll on me mentally. I gotta start slowing down
Yeah,
a bit.
dude, Leto trades like all 3 sessions, and like since we all like are vocal in the chat, he'll tell us like some of the trades he takes, and he'll be up like at 4 or 5 a.m. or something sometimes. And it's like, dude, go to
Yeah.
sleep. You're gonna wake up at 9:30 to probably trade as well.
Yeah, it's tough.
But yeah, it's just also the mental balance. We'll work there too. I had the same thing before too. I'll trade like all 3 sessions, and I kind of moved away from it a little bit. But I'm gonna try to get back slowly. I think I'm gonna try either Asia or London one of those sessions. We've been talking about that for the longest time, but I'll get
Yeah,
there eventually. I'm comfortable with where I'm at right now, though. But being complacent is also not the best thing.
yep, 100%.
But
It's just say I even if I do achieve that 6 figure a month, I want to learn how to like sustain it. If I can sustain that, and I think what I'm doing now is not sustainable in terms of the amount I'm trading. So that's sort of like the discouraging part because even if I do achieve that, I feel like for right now, what I'm doing is just like me trading every single session. That's not sustainable. You can't live a life like that.
yeah,
Um, so I gotta find out. I gotta find out how to really scale it up. Maybe bigger accounts on Apex. Maybe I don't know, something. Oh my
we just took out
blast!
the
Oh
NQ from last
my
year.
god!
That's the high that I was looking for. Like the other one we took by tick. This is something I really consider there.
Jesus, there we go. NQ.
I'm still
If anyone
looking.
took that BPR,
Yeah, BPR from
GG
yeah, that was perfect.
from before the stream. Yeah,
I'm still looking for a pop higher, and then maybe I'll see if it wants to give us a short setup.
there we
Which
go.
you're
That's
looking
the
at 15
conviction.
in the hourly. I'm looking, yeah, we're entering. ES is about to enter like this large hourly gap, and then we're also looking to get inside this high time frame breaker. And I'm the way I'm gonna frame the setup. I'm gonna look since we already have it marked out with high time frame. If it can confirm lower time frame, that's where I'll be interested.
Jesus Christ, let's go.
For take profit
Beautiful validation.
trader,
I mean, it's
if you make 20K a day, you can't take like 6K out. I think you can. I haven't tried take profit, but I think that's the model though. Yeah, look at that pump.
I think we tag 58. I'm all out there. This is a take I had before the stream, by the way. This is way before.
Yeah, that's what he posted in the chat before.
Yep. If price trades is good though, like we'll probably have a take on live, if it sustains this type of speed. Cause for me personally, I like this volatility.
So we kind of took away quite a handful of internal liquidity that was just basically been chopping back and forth. Let's see how far we can push up now. Yeah, Brett, we just started the stream. I think we started the stream 10 minutes ago now. So you haven't missed much, really. Leto streams in his Discord. I put a link in the description. Oh, there we go. Let me move that. Five-minute breaker, someone said. Yeah, let me see, where was it? It must be on ES. ES is very clear. I'm trying to find it on NQ. I guess you can mark this on NQ too, but I'm also kind of bearish on higher time frame on the hourly right now. I'll just use the last up close candle here. And if we get a close on the 5-minute here, we'll get that 5-minute fair value gap.
We're watching here. Let's see how we react off this high. So we blasted that relative high, but
Yeah. Straight back down,
kind
too.
of back and forth. Yeah.
That's what happens, though. If you're kind of like thinking lower before it really gets to that, it'll likely give a manipulation move, which I still think it moves a little bit higher first, though, before attempting a flip. Or it could just keep on going. I'll just play it by what I see. 5 minute breaker, someone said. 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 5 min
Let's see. I want to see his blast at 258 on NQ. Just take out, because we have a 5-minute OB that we traded inside of that, as well as trading that relative high. So I think whatever we do off that will dictate my bias the rest of the day. Because if we blast 258, we might as well just trade right back up into this range versus floating this low.
Someone asks, Glass, do you think the 4-hour can close below 35? I'm assuming you're talking about SES here. Then we got a 4-hour at 2 p.m., so you have like hour 15 or hour 10 under 35. So you're probably looking at this 4-hour here. I think it's possible if we go through with that bearish sentiment. I'm starting to see unicorns more often. Thank you, bro, for the checkpoint. Dude, unicorn it's such an easy entry model. If you frame it right, like kind of similar to how I do it, because like just like inversion or any other type of trade model, you want to look for the quality one, look one that fits your narrative or your bias, and get away from like being a pattern trader. But you guys could ask me or Lance's question while we are just waiting for price to give us a setup that we're looking at.
Beautiful push here. Let's see 58. I'm all out on Apex, so I'm still in on Top Step. Let's go both. My favorite color is blue. How do you know that?
Let me.
Are you talking about Dior? I don't know how to say your name. Are you talking about Apex? Talk about Apex. What account size do you have? Because if you have a 50K, you need 2.6K requirement. I think that's the same for every. Oh, he just deleted the message. So I can't answer it.
Okay, there we go. Do you like unicorn setups with entry from inversion in BPR or inside of the breaker? For me, I look for that to be inside the breaker. So if it's inversion, if it's a BPR, if it's a fair value gap or order block, I want to be that nested together inside the breaker so I can have a controlled stop.
Let's see this validate here. There you go. Blast 258.
So we did create a 5-minute breaker now with a fair value gap inside. I'll just mark that there. You're up 2K on my fund features on Top Step. 150K. Should I take my payout or should I keep scaling? I think if you're up 2K on, your Top Step, yeah. So you're able to take 50% of that. I mean, definitely pay yourself. It's a good habit to have.
Here you go. 58, 58, 58.
Always pay yourself.
Delivery's been odd today. Even in that sell sequence that we had in the morning, it was kind of, in my opinion, it was very, very unique.
Are you talking like the morning one, the 10 a.m. one?
Yeah, 10 a.m., even past a.m. I feel like price has just been hesitant. it hasn't been completely fluid. Because I took it. So my first trade was an inversion that I just called for 10 points, which is kind of small for NQ. But the way we were delivering inside to the TP was just it was odd. It was unique to what I usually see price do off inversions. The second one was a lot better. Like this BPR here was a lot better. But you can even see even in this BPR take there was a lot of floating going on, not a lot of fluidity. So it's just price isn't seeking mass conviction today.
Yeah, I mean it's also
Max.
Friday too, and we're like near the
Yeah,
high
that's
of the
true.
week. Let's see, look at the daily.
Yep.
Everyone's thinking, well, what's the thing? Sell May and go away, or something like that, and then we're just pumping the very first start of May. First week it's just been pump, 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 pump. Everyone played that before. They're like, what's happening? Have triple highs on ES here on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I think that's a target as well. I want to see NQ blast 57.75. Just blast it.
Daniel asked you a question, Lanzo. I think he's in your Discord probably. He's like for that trade. Did you TP at 10 points? I figured you would break even.
Yeah, I was on live when I took the trade and I mentioned taking trims, which is what I did. I didn't take full position out, because I was in with 3 minis, but I only took 2 out, so I had a runner left. But I did take a trim, like I said on live, just because I didn't like the way that price was trading into the TP, so I took trim there. If you were on live, you saw that. Second trade was a lot better though, because it was like even though a lot of floating was going on, it saw delivery like full take profit eventually.
Somewhat of SMT here, but I think we should still move. There. Oh, we're kind of entering this 5 minute here, so if you're bullish, I could be looking at this right now. But we took the internal highs already. Had we not taken that internal high, I would have probably looked for longs down here. But we just tapped inside that 5 minute there, inside the breaker. We also have it on NQ here.
So I mean by literally, you guys see this sell sequence here? There's a good chance where we just buy it right back up, but in a slow manner. Which ultimately, if we buy up slowly like this, it just makes me believe that we'll see more downside through higher time frame. Because if we just like, yeah,
It's kind of difficult right now because
like
I can definitely see it higher, but I can also see it just falling off here because we just tapped in the hourly levels I have, the hourly FPG, and then off the order block there too. We'll just see where we go in lower time frame right now.
Brian, what's a paid ICT charter member? What is that?
It's just like an OG member that was in ICT's like original
Oh, okay.
like mentorship, which doesn't really matter or anything. Like I've seen many charter members that claim to be, and like they're not even as profitable as they could be. It's just like a badge, like, oh, I've been here since day one.
Funny.
It's basically bragging rights. That's why you see a lot of people in their like bio or something like charter member since 2016 or something. It's like, who cares, man?
Yeah,
We're here to
that's
trade.
2016 is crazy. 2016 and people. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it.
Because you could change so much. Like in 1 year, I think we both changed so much too. We're
Yep.
definitely different traders from where we were before, and then we were struggling before, or like trying to find profitability in like a good way. Now we're like we have it down where it's like exponential, and that's
Hmm.
like that. The time frame is only like a year, 6 months, stuff like that. And then I think there's some people talking about like, dude, I've been trading for 20 years and I never seen like something like that. This is bad trading. It's like, but that's the point. You've been trading for 20 years and you're still at the same point. Like the time doesn't matter, man. It's just what you do out of it. Yeah, so we've been kind of chopping back and forth. We had that equal high here that we got pushed up, which this could be AMD right now, or it could just bounce to this breaker. I don't think I want to take any entries right now. I'm basically waiting to see what it does after this. If you can just go through it, I would probably play the downside from there, off of this, from flipping from this breaker, bullish breaker, to this bearish breaker down here. There's 3 down close candles. What do you guys think right now? Bullish or bearish right now, like at this price point? Comment if you're bullish or bearish here. Bearish, bullish. It's kind of 50, right? It's like dead on 50. If it's like that unclear, man, I think that's probably why like we gotta just take a step back and just wait. I think someone pointed out this 1 minute down close bearish breaker. If it does come back into it, I mean, that's there, but I'm still waiting to see if this 5 minute supports it, which it doesn't look like it so far. And that's why I think it goes lower. And if I'm kind of viewing it, this could just be that manipulation now, and then we'll look to distribute lower. I just need more confirmation, and once we get that, we can play for it.
Sort of watching. Unique delivery for sure.
They really bought that right there too. Look at that. So I am gonna mark the 1 minute breaker just to not to take though, just to see like we're basically bouncing back and forth with the breakers here. I think we get a little pop up here. We're just shy of that 1 minute top. There we go.
We're still creating higher lows here off the one. Delivery is just very slow, which just gives me the indication that we could probably see a big sell eventually.
Yeah.
Unless we buy back up hard now. Because like this buy sequence, although we've seen nice upside, it's not convincing through delivery. Because it's not, boom, it's not going fast.
Yeah. I think someone said we're in the 1 minute buy model. That could be the case right now. That only really evaluates if we can push through 250s right now. But if we move below that, we'll start to sell. And that also supported by higher time frame right now on the 15 hourly. I have that 15-minute breaker mark as well. I'm definitely looking for a pop inside. If we do get a pop inside like 260 right now in that 15-minute FPG in the breaker, I'll likely look for like a 1 minute setup aligning with this. But yeah, if you're looking at the 15-minute right now, we just took out the internal. We are rejecting from higher time frame resistance, which is order block, breaker, whatever you want to see. It's too 50-50 for me personally to take any trades. Even if I ask the chat right now, like half you guys say up, half you guys say down.
I agree. Very back and forth.
But it's Friday, guys. We don't have to fuck things up. I'm sure Lanto in his group is having a good week as well. We don't need to rush in the trade.
Yeah, I keep saying this, but the good thing about Brian is he's very patient. When he gives you guys a trade, you know it's a Brian A+ trade.
Yeah.
He never gives you guys trades that he forces. Yeah. So that's the good thing.
That's what changed ever since I joined YouTube live stream. Before it was like I'll take more trades, even though it's like a B setup. But I kind of talked this on Twitter. I was like, the live stream really helps me stay accountable, and helps you prevent from over trading, because like I guess like when you have like 200 plus people watching, you don't want to see yourself fumble and take a stupid trade. I'd rather take a
Yep.
plus setup. And that's why I discuss also like my P&L curve on Apex the last 2 months is like 6,000 profits right now. It's been a straight shot up, like a diagonal line. It'll be like minus 200
Mhm.
and then followed by like plus 300, plus 300, plus 300, minus 200. This is one small setback. Just tap in a 1 minute fair value gap before going higher. That's my P&L curve right now. Basically, if we get a close under this wick down to 20, we'll create the bearish breaker on NQ. We'll get this on ES as well. And I'll look for a setup on the downside piece. We also, my bias right now, I'm going to change it. The neutral on intraday bias is bearish right now. I think the higher on 4 hour and daily is still bullish though for me until I see a close under the 4 hour. Let me see. Yeah, we're basically waiting for the 2 p.m. to confirm on the higher time frame. Z, there's a streamer that targets 8 ticks but has no stop loss. When I saw him, he has payouts. My only thought was luck only lasts without proper stretch. We kind of discussed this, I think, yesterday, because I think he had a bad day, which we do respect the transparency. Like that's undeniable. But
Mm.
having like doing something like that is not like sustainable. If you're just like you want to get 2 points, but you risk the whole count. Like imagine if there's no profit from the, and you try to do that with the live count, you go bankrupt real quick.
At 10:20 a.m., 5-minute OB has held so much validation today.
10:20.
So much.
Let me see.
Yeah, 10:20 5-minute OB
Oh, I see. Yeah.
on NQ. Yeah.
We also have on ES. ES kind of tapped down the dot there in the inside that 5 minute fair value up too.
Mm-hmm.
But to add to that point, I think me and Lanto was on and we didn't know about the guy or the streamer, and then you guys were telling us about it, and we're like, "What? Are you guys dead eyes? Or are you guys just trolling?" But he's like 7 ticks, no stop loss, does it every day.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
The payouts is good, yeah. He's up 30K a month for like 5 months. Trades by Matt doesn't use a stop either. I don't think that's correct though. Well, like he has risk management. He's not gonna he's not gonna. I think he goes for 10 points right around there every time. He's not gonna let a trade go
Yeah.
negative 100 points against him.
Yeah.
So he's more like mental
He has
stop,
mental
which is
stops.
perfect fine.
Yeah.
But we're talking about no stop at all. You just risk the whole count. That's the difference.
Yeah. The more I watch him, the more I realize he's a very retail-esque trader, which is completely fine. But he trades exactly how I used to trade. But it works very well for him, which is nice.
You're talking
He
about
does a lot of
EMAs
improv.
and all that stuff.
No, more so in the terms of price reading
Okay,
and
yeah.
the way he has his systematical approach. It's very improv based, and he's very lenient. He has no direct system.
Mm-hmm.
He's very just he's different every day, which is completely fine. If it works, it works. I mean, guy's done very well.
Yeah, like having mental stop like that is perfect fine if you actually utilize like that mental stop where like once you hit like a max risk or in your head like this is a no, this broke the validation of the trade, you have to get out. But most people can't do that, and they'll just like remove their stops. And for me too, like I can't even do that. That's why I definitely love putting hard stops on.
Hmm.
And min stop still leaves a open gap risk. I don't think that's
That's
very
true.
common
That's
though.
true. But he's been trading. Yeah, that's true to an extent. But he's been trading for 8 years, so he knows
Hmm.
he has that mental callus. Um, for he's for maybe someone who's in a year or 2 years into trading, that can still obviously cause you to go on tilt. But he's on live and he's been trading for 8 years. I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
he has a mental callus to be able to sort of control himself.
And to add to that, like even if you have a stop, like you're talking about a gap down, like a black swan, like maybe a war happens, we just drop 2% immediately. I don't think that stop will save you. I think you'll still get slipped to death on that. So like
Yeah.
having like extreme cases like 1 in a million, I don't think is very um considerable.
Yeah, he's very aware with his trading too. He realizes, okay, if we have news coming up here, I'm not gonna trade if we do this,
Hmm.
if we do that. He's been trading for 8 years. He knows when to sort of put risk on versus when not to. Yeah, I agree. Intuition's so important. And it's so important. I feel like intuition
Yeah,
personally has saved me a lot. A lot. So
that's what years of experience built to him. Like he talked about his mistakes and all the struggles before, and like you gotta think of ways to work on them. And once you work on them, like it's easy to make money, but it's hard to keep them. That's what he keeps on saying is on the streams and whatnot.
hmm hmm hmm
Someone said SMT here. I don't know if I see that much of SMT right now. Oh, yeah. Actually, we do have SMT. Very slight one at that. I'll mark it just because you said that there. It doesn't really hold that much significance for me though. Because this slow is not as important for me. But we've been chopping around just back and forth. So like, if we were to take any trades, it'll be such a quick scalp, man. So why does it keep on popping up? On top stuff, do you get rejected if you make a bunch of trades on one day? I don't know if they have a max like amount of trades you can do. I think some firms have a max on that. I think Take Profit has one. If you keep on going in and out like all day, there's a cap in it, but I don't know if Top Step has it. Mm-mm. The man makes money. Enough said. Why hate? I don't think we're hating. We're just talking. Someone make a comment. We're just
Who trades on
commenting it.
Matt?
No. I think they're talking about the guy who does 8 ticks. We're actually showing
Oh,
love to
okay.
Matt
I
though.
mean,
Matt is well respected.
yeah, Matt, dude, he's the only guy outside of Desi and Brian that I actually trust in this industry.
Him, and I'll add Jade Cap too. Jade Cap's very
J
legit
Caps,
too.
yeah, J Caps valid as well.
But yeah, there's a lot of bad actors, or there's a lot of people that kind of shows, but they're not like about it. And like you only know that if you trade with the people next to you that you know for a fact that, or they show everything, which we also are very transparent with our wins and losses and payouts and all that.
100%.
And it's you versus you. There's no point in lying unless you're trying to sell something, which we're trying to trade for ourselves.
Yeah.
No one is legit with spreading referrals. Are you talking about like affiliation league? Don't look at my description, man. There's just many times to add to that what we're talking before. There's many times where I think every time I have a bad day, like years ago and even months before, it's always when I move my stops or something like that. Like if I just ate the loss, it would have been like 10% of what I actually ate, and that's just for me.
Hmm.
And we don't have a stop loss, and you're just kind of praying for that to hit break even or your TP or whatever. You're just eating up so much loss, like that's just gonna kill you, man. Like that's a mental battle. Do you find it hard to trade this week? Lance, you can answer this question first.
Do I? You said, do you find it hard to trade this week?
Yeah.
This week, at times, yeah. AM this week hasn't been too bad. I feel like from 9:30, which is open for New York for me, till 12ish, 11ish, it's been pretty nice. I think PMs as of recent this week have been kind of meh. Like they've slowed down a lot,
Yeah.
especially on, if you guys recall back to, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? There was a period where price was just inside of like a 10-point range on ES, like a 5-point range on ES, which is disgusting. So I feel like AMs this week have been very nice to trade. PMs more so have slowed down a lot. So I've just avoided PMs a bit more. Today it's not as bad, but the past 2-3 days more so it's been pretty ugly. So for me it's just I clock on, take my trades AM, and just get off by
Yeah.
PM.
And
And
to add to that too, like there's also no news on I think Monday through Wednesday, and I guess that's also probably contributing to the fact that price action might be a little bit more weird than
100%,
normal. 'Cause we
100%.
rarely get days where there's like no news for 3 days in a row. Um, but for me, I think um it was not as clear as I wanted to be, but like that just means like I wasn't able to take trades, and there are some days like I think there's 4 days we streamed this week. 2 days I did not take a trade. The other two I did take a trade, and they're both
Yep.
green. And if this day is not clear for me too, because right now we're in a 50-50 area right now, I'm waiting for a move to happen first before making a move or a trade. If it doesn't do that, then I just won't take a trade today. That's just how I've been doing the
Hmm.
last few months, and it's been really helping a lot. Thoughts on Top Step X? Lance, have you tried Top Step X? I only tried it one time, and
No, I haven't.
I don't think I liked it, but I didn't put enough time into it. Um, but I think some people liked it, some people don't. It's kind of in the air, and I think Desi said he likes it. This week has been choppy. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday I think was really choppy, but that just means like you just gotta sit on your hands if there's nothing um within you. And like for most people who can't do that, that's probably where they got burned. I think there's some people I saw on Twitter like they like I blew 10 funds today or whatever. It's like how nothing been moving. Like they're like I just got chopped up. They
That's
probably
yep,
went long,
yep,
short, long, short.
yep. That's literally what it is. It's people blow it. It's so funny to me. I'm For me at least, or for more people I know that used to trade options. You typically blow your account through just holding for so long after seeing a large trend move go against you. But I feel like futures, it's a lot more. You're a lot more prone just to blow off, try to scalp dangerous
Mm-hmm.
move or like dangerous price, right? It's very seek and destroy price, and I feel like that's what the PM sessions as of recent this week have been like.
Yeah.
So I can see why people blow their account because they just try to force takes, and price that's not good.
And some days are just very choppy or seek destroy, and like you really have to adapt to it. Like if you see it already being seek destroy, don't expect it to just like magically just push through one direction. It's gonna likely continue chopping until it gets out of it, and then you don't really have to play that choppy and just wait for the after move. Vivi said I passed 550K top step copy trade, made 1500 yesterday, 1500 today. That's 500 there in 2 days. Good shit, man. You can change the refresh rate up. That's good. That's really good. I think TradeView has a really good refresh rate. And then TradingView itself tends to be more laggy because it's also third party connection too, so that's understandable. Where am I located? I'm in Florida. Less than a second, so you must be very close to me. You might be just like around the neighborhood.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
But maybe we'll do a quick poll. let's just do an honest poll. Last 6 months, have you been profitable or negative? Let's do that. It could be through your fundeds, your road cash, and anything. Let's just see the performance that you guys can honestly make too. So we can just
I
see how
remember
many
last
people
time we did a
struggling.
poll. Yeah, last time we did a poll, a lot of people voted red. Not on YouTube. I think it was on Discord.
Oh, are you talking about like proper
Overall, all time.
overall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But this is 6 months though. 6 months, people can. Some people probably train for 2 years, and I know a lot of people like that. Even big people, they've been trading a lot,
Hmm.
and they're just really negative already. They probably poured a lot of money in Apex. Trailer drawdown, they didn't understand it, and they just gave them like thousands of dollars, and they've been slowly working their way out of it. I think Jess
Hmm.
on Twitter is one of them. Like she's the one that's very transparent. She talks about all her journey and stuff like that. She was deep negative, like I think $12,000, and she's working her way out of the hole.
Hmm.
And you can really burn a lot of money at the start, but once you start picking up,
That's
you can
how it all
also
is.
make a
Yeah,
lot of money.
it's always like that. It's always like that, guys. I'll tell you a quick story. My all-time peak, downside P&L was 20K. 20K off trading options when I first started, and I never thought I'd be able to get to a point where I could even make that money back. And now that I'm 3-4 years later deep into trading, like I'm fortunate enough now to have 20K weeks at some point.
That's also with
And
platforms too, because you're so able to leverage
yep,
and like have a tight risk.
yep,
Like if you blow your account, like you're just be down like the initial cost, which is not that much, but we can
yep.
make like 5 figures pulling it out each month. Look at
Hmm.
the poll right now. That is pretty alarming results, man. Really alarming. 93 votes, 17% says yes, 58% says negative. And I really respect the honesty because this is anonymous. And only a quarter says break even. And for me personally, the last 6 months has been the best profitable in a consistent manner out of the 4 years I've been trading, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And things can change really fast for the people who put negative. Like you gotta really mark the day as a turning point.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to market. That manipulation push above those internal highs at 240 does look like a AMD model right now. That was the manipulation, and we could be distributing downwards. If we get a close under 220 right now, I'll mark that bearish breaker, and then we'll likely try to play it. How many cons does Lanto trade per copy per trade? Lanto, you said one or two, right, for Apex, like your 20 counts?
Yeah, for 20 or the 20 accounts, I do about one or two minis on Apex through New York. Two minis if it's A plus plus. I just typically do one, and I just target for one take profit. With Asia, I typically do two because Asia's a little slower. Yeah, I just target one take profit, something that's realistic. 10, 15, 20 points depending on the trade, and you clock in 15 points. That's $300 per account. You take two scalps, you're $600 up, off just two 15-point grabs. Um, but yeah, I wait all day if I need to,
Mm-hmm.
and if I don't make it through Asia, I make it through New York. If I don't make it through New York, I make it through Asia. So, yeah, it's majority of it is New York though, but sometimes I do build a buffer through Asia, which helps sometimes. And yeah, that's what I do.
Down over 40,000 since I began 4 years ago. If you've been still on it since 4 years though, so like I hope like we can have a turning point somewhere. And
Yep.
that's just journey with most traders. Like the first year, maybe they have a luck and they did well, and then the next year it'd be bad, negative. Third year negative, and then fourth year maybe it would be like a break even year or something. The fifth year, you're green, and then at one point it's gonna be like crazy profitability once you like fix all your mistakes. If your top mistakes like over trading or like not able to handle losses, all these things like that like likely recurs every time. You just gotta fix that, and then once you do, you just let your trading work. Because most people tend to have already a good trading model. It's just the psychology and the mistakes that really brings them back down. Floyd said, I don't know how many people trade Asia. It's so slow. I mean, if it is slow commonly, that's something you just gotta adapt to. And I think that's what Lanto's been adapted to there
Yeah.
too.
I maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Asia Opens haven't been horrid because of the fact that we would have like ER, we would have a nice expansive move through close, which would lead to Open of Asia being good. But now more so, I feel like the best type of Asia, as of recent, has been trading Asia into London. So like 12 to 2, or 11 to 2 are the best times I feel like to trade Asia because we see like good movement. If you guys go back to this entire week and you just look at Asia, I guarantee you there's at least 3 or 4 times this week overnight that you've seen internal highs and lows just get like you see Asia develop a high and then you see London come up and take it and then seek the move down to its Asia low, which where we take there. So there's a lot of respect that goes on through price there, and I feel like when you see that pattern reoccur consistently, like you're able to just
Mm-hmm.
sort of execute on it. That's what I've been able to do.
I'm gonna mark this break on the 5 minute here. We're likely gonna get close. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
All right, how are you guys doing though? Yeah, you guys want to prank Brian real quick? When he comes back, as soon as you guys hear his voice, just say F F F. Just say that the stream's crashing real quick. Just prank him right when he gets back. Right when he gets back. All right, just everyone just spam it. Just prank him real quick. ICT, about a year and a half. I've been trading total close to 4. But my strategy doesn't just solely consist of ICT. I use ICT as something that helps me be a little more precise. But I use my sort of intuition and my experience prior to ICT alongside that. So I mainly use fundamentals through what I've learned through retail concepts and fundamentals through ICT, and I just sort of train them together. Because I think anything else outside of ICT, or the fundamentals through ICT or retail, are kind of, you don't need it as much. Yeah.
Hey, I'm back. Everyone's saying Wanto. Wait, what is this?
I think they're trying to say the stream.
The string died or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you serious? What the
Bro, the chat's flooding.
heck? This,
Look at that.
I know why the stream looks fine to me.
Ryan, what the hell?
I think you set me up. So I think that you said something to them.
Yeah, we did.
It was also
There's no way
poorly.
you didn't hear. Nah, W chat. See, you can't prank Brian because he's so fucking emotionless. Like, he doesn't react the way you want him to react.
I'm like I'm analyzing the situation. I'm like, okay, let me scroll up. Let me see. And then also look at the OBS. Like everything looks fine. Like okay, nah, there's nothing wrong with this shit.
This guy goes, "Oh, stream's hurt. The stream's crashing. Oh, like, bro, react. What are you doing?" Nah, nah. W
Dude,
chat though. W chat.
last yesterday, I think I don't know if I had trade on or something like that, or something like that. I think I just left the computer on. I had to go to the bathroom. I came back. It said what did it say in the Ninja? It was something that scared me a little bit. It was like someone's trying to log in your account. You got logged out or something like that. I was like, what? And then like someone in the chat was like, and they also said you got banned or something like that along those lines. I was like actually kind of reacting.
Bro, tell me about bro. Someone tried logging into my Apex account, bro. I was tweaking for a good 30 minutes
Yeah,
2 nights
also
ago.
mentioned that to you too, or something like Lanto also got tried to log in. But mine, dude,
Yeah.
mine someone kicked me out of my Ninja Trader. I was like, what? And they're like, oh, that it must be Brian trading on his phone while he's gone for like a few minutes. But like, here's the thing though, like it's Apex Rhythmic. You can't even trade on your phone. It's only on PC or computer.
Hmm.
So I was like, what? Who? How did this even happen? That kind of spooked me a little bit. That's a good question. Franco asked, "Do you guys understand the fundamentals of the news? Like, I'm like, it could be today's news. I think it was like consumer sentiment. Was it today or something like that? That and like it could be like CPI numbers. For me,
Mhm.
I've tried to understand that years ago, and every time I try to, it always like doesn't work well. And you can also not predict those numbers as well either. You try to anticipate it, and instead of doing that, I would rather just use that as smoke and mirrors and just play the reaction afterwards.
Mhm.
Than trying to
Mhm.
understand like the interest rates or the payroll numbers, things like that. Like I just kind of try to ignore it from now. And that's what also ICC kind of says, like the news drivers accelerates what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. It's crazy too because sometimes you see news drop, you see like a macro event occur, then you just see complete validation of what you thought was already going to happen, or you
Mm-hmm.
see like a liquidity
Exactly,
grab off a certain
exactly.
level, and then a move. So it's definitely nice.
We're just been chopping so bad back and forth. Like, I think we started the stream early, so it's only 1:30. Usually I start at 1, so but we're like an hour in right now, I think. Yeah, nearly an hour in. So we still have time. Post 1:30 tends to be better um, for PM. So we might get something here.
Very sloppy.
How do you deal
I
with
hope we
forcing
pick up though,
bias?
so you got it.
Uh, the way that I look at bias, I'm just looking at higher time frame, just seeing like where it reacts. So like for example, I have the 15-minute marked out. We have the breaker. We have the for both NQES, also the hourly as well. Like NQ here, since we already got a nice close through this, we have that 1 hour breaker. We react to it. We're tapped inside. We fill this hourly inefficiency and then rejected off of that order block too. So right now, like I'm bearish on the hourly, and as long as I get confirmation on the lower time frame, I'm gonna look for a short. But right now, we're still choppy back and forth. I'm not looking to try to play this at the moment. Will it change your idea of ICT if it doesn't get too late? Dude, ICT. Oh, that's Dave asking a question. What's up, Dave? I already said this so many times. Like, I don't think ICT is a real trader in that aspect. He's more of an educator, and he could prove us wrong if he does top charts or gives numbers. But like, I think
Yeah, I agree.
way too many people to defend their educator. Like, dude, like it doesn't matter. Like, you can be an educator, but also be a not a great trader.
I agree 100%. I feel like regardless of what his outcome is in the Robbins Cup, his concepts still completely work. I mean, I've used it for a little bit, or for about a year and a half, and
Mm-hmm.
every time I've used it, there's complete validation with it. It's made me a lot more precise. So regardless of what happens with him in the Robbins Cup,
Yeah,
his concepts still work.
I'll still use it like
Regardless.
because I know it's working. I'm getting payouts from it. It doesn't matter. And I think another person like who was it? Was it Cami Capital who said something like that? He's like because even though it works for me, blah blah blah. He doesn't what did he say? It's because ICT doesn't have a track record. He doesn't want to use the concept, even though he finds profitability with it. It's like, dude, you're missing the point. You're doing well with it.
Yeah.
Who cares if like the person taught you doesn't show his track record or doesn't is not proven? So in that aspect, it's like it's always you versus you. Like if you're doing well with it, even if you do well with like VWAP or Elliott waves or some shit, like just keep on using it.
Yeah. I mean, there's not there's a million ways to make money in the market. Like essentially, you could really make money off any concept, any strategy. What's important is just consistently being able to make money over time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important part because you can make money one day in one day. But you got to sort of manage that through a month period, a year period, just being
Just to protect
ingrained
those profits too.
through yeah through a long term or a long period of time is what's most important. Because that's what trades on Matt said, and I completely agree with it. You
Yeah,
you can make money inside of one day. Anyone could close their eyes, open longer short, and make money. It's all about doing that every single day for a long period of time to be able to sustain that profitability. And any concept could work. Your retail, ICT, whatever concept you like utilizing, anything can work. But what's important is you managing,
Risk management is
staying
a
and being
key thing
green.
too.
Yeah,
And then your mental
for
psychology is also part of it. A lot of things are part of it, and we're just trying to combine it all together.
yep, yep. It's one big puzzle piece.
Someone said EMA and RSI don't work. That's silly, man. But then there's gonna be like some old guy that used EMA's RSI just making millions of dollars with it.
Yeah, who's that guy on YouTube that does that? He's very retail based. What's his name? Fuck. Who's that bald guy with glasses? And he has a
Is he a
crazy
YouTuber?
accent like this.
I have no
Who's that
idea.
guy?
Maybe someone in chat
He
knows.
trades shares. He's crazy. He trades shares and he's insane.
The moving average.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, is that
I
guy? Is that
agree.
that guy? Lancel, is he the moving average?
Peter Tuckman.
Let me see. Because I think he's that YouTuber with a bald guy. I think something you're describing. Is it this guy, Lancel? Can you see my stream?
No.
Okay, never mind. You said bald guy. I was like, is that this guy you're talking about? I don't even know his name.
No, it's that guy with the French accent. Oh no, wait no, it's not. He's a bit older, and he trades shares.
They're
Oh
trying to
yeah,
figure
it
it
might be
out.
him.
Tim Sykes is it? No. Tim Sykes is not bald.
He's been trading for like over a decade, I think.
Everything does work. What Dave is saying is very true. And I probably
Yeah,
bounced
everything. Yeah,
around
I
a lot
agree.
of trading strategies. Me and Lantos was on EMAs. We were doing supply demand. We did all these types of things. It worked, but then you just kind of fiddle around, see other things, and other things will work more. Maybe you'll drop some things and then focus on others,
Yep.
and then eventually just refine your trading model. And something let's say like fast forward 2 years, I might never even trading unicorns anymore or breakers. If I find something that works even better with more record, or I could just be using it as confluence. I don't know. Like it's gonna be different. I keep on changing my style, like or using different tools or dropping tools.
Hmm.
I do drop a lot of things too. Yeah, but refinement
Yeah,
is facts.
I feel like the first couple years of your trading, 'cause Brian, we've been trading for like 4 years, but we're still
Yeah,
technically new in the long run. First couple years of your trading is just you finding yourself and like your personality and what really suits you in the market. That's why you see traders the first couple years just go through a lot of concepts, a lot of indicators, because they can't really find themselves, and you can't really give them fault. Like they're not at fault for that. It's just pursuing yourself and seeing what you're really about, what your personality is in terms of trading. Because for example, me, I'm the type of person where I like instant gratification. I
mm-hmm.
like to sort of do a task, do a job, and see the result happen as fast as possible. That's what scalping is, right?
Yeah.
So
That's what I
that's
was
what
gonna
fit
say.
me. That's my personality. And some people like long-term gratification, and swinging is that for you, right? Or intraday or day trading or day swinging rather. So it's all up to you really, and what your personality is truly. Yeah, your first couple years,
I
there's a lot
do
of back and
also
forth that
resemble
goes on.
that too. Like I want to just finish my trade and like not have any positions that I'm worried of, because that's what I did before. Like when I try to swing and like it's like maybe it's not for my style, because like I'll just like wake up in the middle of the night like, is it? Am I still good? Am I still good? I'd rather just like have no position, go in the day fresh, and see it by case.
Yep, yep. It's a day-to-day process. That's all it is. That's the most you can do.
Bob,
Just stick to a. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Bob's is asking how you find bias. I've kind of talked to this many times on the stream. You can go ahead.
Me. I forget what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought.
My bad.
No, you're good. I forgot what I was gonna say.
This is just still very choppy for me. Like I'm waiting for something to happen so I can use my model.
ICT's in here.
I don't think he
Really?
is.
Hmm.
That'd be crazy. We got Dave in here though.
Dave teaches, baby.
Someone said fresh clean charts daily. No, I don't do that at least. Like I also because high time frame I use multiple days. So I'll keep that. I'll keep on updating them. But like for the 1 minute and the 5 minute, it'll be fresh every day.
What's that guy on Twitter who hates the 1 minute time frame? I think Sir Pickle or something like that. I don't know why people hate the 1 minute time frame. I could
Well,
see it as like maybe being a noise,
that's just
but
similar to like why we don't really like swinging. Like it's just to each their own, you know. Like they like swinging,
yeah,
they
yeah,
like
very
more
different.
holding intraday positions and holding for hours and hours. We just like most of our trades, like it's under like 10 minutes. Sometimes if we have a runner, we're targeting something, it takes a while. It's still like a shorter time frame.
Yeah.
I talk to Pickle a lot too. He does a lot of intraday.
Um, bro, my rooms or they're clowning on you for not knowing what F meant when chat pranked you. You didn't know what F meant.
Was it supposed to mean? Well, I seen it like happen in
It
like
means like
streams and stuff like that, like FF like as a negative or like W like is it like WL or something like that?
it just it no, it just means like the stream went out. F means
Oh,
like the
okay,
thing
okay.
watched.
See, I don't watch streamers like that.
Ah, we got a young 20-year-old boomer in here, guys.
Well, like I understand people watching like live trading, stream because you're getting value out of it, but I don't really find value of
Yeah.
watching other stream unless it's entertaining. Like Kaizenat sometimes is entertaining, but there's other streamers that just does the everyday activities. Like I don't find it entertaining. That really gives you no value. Except a quick
Yeah.
laugh, which you can just watch clips of. But some people just sit through like 3-4 hours each day watching someone else do their own thing, which doesn't really benefit their life.
Yeah. Do.
Do you see anything right now, Linso? I'm kind of waiting still. Like I do think this is
I'm
a start of a sell model though. If we're still in a chop
yeah.
though, but it does look like it. I kind of want more confirmation. We got somewhat confirmation here. We just need a
You know, I'm
close first.
yeah, I was bearish. I mean, if you guys recall to what I was saying earlier in terms of the type of buying that we were getting, we were seeing bullish delivery overall, but the type of buying we were getting through price wasn't the most bullish. So I did think that if we were going to take 258 with conviction, that we're
Mhm.
most likely going to see a sell back down, and that's what we're doing right now.
And like ever
Um,
since that, we've been just kind of chopping back and forth in that range still.
yep,
So we're
yep,
starting
yep,
to
yep, yep, yep.
get out of it, and I would be looking to see something soon here. I'm probably gonna wait for this next 5 minute close first. See if actually we can stay below the breaker. Recently picked up quarterly theory as well as a bit of Hydra's mod. Hydra's really good here. I think he used a lot of time macros and breakers, which I use. He used inversion too. He's a kind of like a jack of all trades, but he does put them all together very nicely. Oh, look at that sell there. Yeah, I'm definitely liking short more now.
There you go. Yeah,
I've been liking short. Now I'm getting confirmation of it, which is what matters for me.
we blast 208 at relative low. I think we could see low a day. We haven't seen like major delivery through a level today
Mm-hmm.
at all. So I feel like once we get that, we'll probably see a nice move. Dude, someone in your chat has only been trading for 7 months. So you got a payout. That's really impressive. That's good stuff, my man.
We need more context to
That's
that
really
though.
impressive.
7 months, he could blow through like 100 counts, and then got one payout.
That's true, but I imagine not.
Yeah, I hope not though.
If that's the case, one payout won't cover you.
Yeah, I got confirmation now. I just want to see if it leaves some internal sell side somewhere, and if it does retest back up, I'll look to join in on it. So once I caught the whole dump, very nice. Did Apex deny your last payout? I've been off
Me?
social media. Oh no, it's Dave saying that. Is there a reason why they denied it? I have no idea. This is like kind of news to me. They do have
Really?
some.
They didn't have...
Oh, it might be because I think I don't know what time frame Dave trades, but he does go a little bit lower. Is it something maybe they mentioned?
Well, they're not gonna deny your payout just for no reason. So there has to be a reason to it. I don't know what it is.
Some firms been kind of shady with it though. So like yeah, we need more context to that. Especially the
That could be the
Forex
case,
firms,
but
right? The Forex firms has been so shady. Oh, you made 7,000 one day. Is on one account, dude? That's crazy. How do you even do that? Unless it's wait 7,000 in one account.
Oh,
How would you
okay.
even do that, dude?
Okay, that's fair.
That'd be like a lot of
7K is
trades.
crazy. That's
A lot of trades.
You probably went 10 minis deep and just held conviction.
Well, Dave also takes a lot of trades too. So it could be like he could have hit a lot of good trades.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That would have made me kind of mad if like I was doing really good and they just rejected my payout. If I fulfilled all the conditions, like, I meet the consistency rule, I meet the minimum trade days. That's why I didn't like Elite, dude. I was doing everything right in Elite. Sometimes like they're just like trade more days because we saw you size down here. It's like, what if I wanted to size down because some days I don't want to trade normally, adapting to the conditions.
No, Clips, I don't, not per account, maybe total, not per account. I don't make $7,000 per account. That's like, no. Because if they didn't have a consistency rule, just like Top Step, that'd be really nice. But their 30% consistency rule, like if you make 7K in a day, you need 21K just to request.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm gonna be honest, if you're able to manage a 7K day and shoot to 21, if you get to that payout threshold, and you just wait the 3 months out after, like, dude, that payout after that 3 month cap or 3 month cap is out could be stupid. So honestly, it's all about sustaining. Brian, if you have 50K funded, what would you shoot for every day in profit? Just one. I never recommend trading off P&L. That's the thing. Never trade off of P&L. Never try to aim for a certain amount of money. Just let it happen naturally. That's why sometimes with me, like you see swing in my P&L. Some days I'm up a lot. Some days I'm up a little. I just really trade based off conviction in the market.
We're going back and forth right now. We had relatively lows, triple lows on ES. We smashed it, and we're likely going to smash the high now. We have triple highs on ES too. And it's very, very choppy. We take liquidity and then run it right back up.
That's fair, Dave. But if you imagine doing like 10 or 20 accounts, you know, with a 21K profit cushion there per account, you get to that 3 month mark, you're sitting at a 400K withdrawal. That's if you don't make any money on top of that.
I think
6 payouts and you can
my mic bugged out, guys. Someone said you guys sound like a hamster. I think I fixed it. I think sometimes my wire makes it sound like that, so I just unplug it.
Carter, for me, I just do one mini through New York and I just aim for 10 to 20 points. That's all I do. The realistic TP. I don't really aim for P&L. P&L just happens naturally. Through multiple trades. Sometimes I trade Asia and New York. But I just take one mini, one take profit, about 10 to 20 points. Similar to what Trades by Matt does, which is a very winning model for Apex. That's how I would trade Apex. Maybe not different firms or your own live account, but one contract, one TP.
There's a SMT and that ES triple high got taken out here. We just basically purged both sides on ES. Unicorn and Model and watching Brian Ash trades is what changed the game.
Yeah.
Happy to hear that, man. Go ahead.
We took it out relative low at 208 and just so we never closed hard under it. We just sort of swept and now we're right back up.
But we're taking both sides though, just back and forth.
It's very seek and destroy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Very seek and destroy. Very internal base session. This is how Asia trades. You see the 5 minute on NQ right now. This is how Asia trades, and that's why Asia looks the way how New York looks right now because
Yeah.
we're very internal based.
This is also a good example of like I'm marking a lot of breakers, but you see I'm not taking trades on them because I'm waiting for confirmation. But we're just going both sides. So if you're struggling with breakers, that means you're just not taking the right breakers. There could be quality breakers, and that could just be a pattern one. And here was just a pattern one because we got a somewhat close here and just ran it straight back up. And the
Yep.
narrative is just not confirmed back bearish yet because we're just purging both sides here.
Yep.
Someone said, I remember you trade levels. I was trading, that was like, I think 2 years ago now. I adapted more to different things. I also trade emails, or I traded, was it what did we do, Lance? I now forget. Like, was it the 5 or 9 or 9 and 21 EM? Something like that.
9 and 21 email, yeah.
I also traded that with,
Yeah,
I
you
think
had,
Lanto did
yeah.
that too. We were doing that.
Yep.
We kind of dropped that too. So a lot of things we did in the past, we don't do it anymore because most likely because we found something more profitable and more consistent. Because I definitely don't want to rely on an indicator for entries. That's just way too pattern based. I'd rather look for the narrative, look for the draw, look for all these type of things to frame my trades, which is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, that's what I agree on. You just never trade for P&L. Always trade for.
Oh, is that someone?
Always
Someone
trade off
asked?
the charts.
Yeah, trade off.
Yeah,
chart.
someone asked
That's
earlier.
critical, man.
For me, I just look for 1 mini and I just look for 10 to 20 points more so. And if I can do it twice a day, that's perfect. If I can't, I can't. I just go based off the chart and what it gives you because at the end of the day, like you want to make money obviously, but if you're basing an entry off the chart, but then you're basing a take profit or a stop loss off your P&L, that's not a technical trade. That's just gambling,
exactly,
right?
exactly. You just want to trade like if where you stop out or where you TP should be based on like your charts.
Yeah, everything included into a trade, if you're a technical trader, should be technical. Just imagine as if P&L is not even a thing. Like when you execute, imagine like imagine the P&L is not even a thing. It's just not there. And if you just solely execute through the chart, that's what matters the most.
Mm-hmm. If you're bullish right now, I think like Alexis said here, he said don't short go long or don't short go long. This is a classic unicorn step that I would take if I was bullish, but I don't think I feel comfortable yet because I lack confirmation on the higher time frame on the 15 and the hourly. But if I was bullish, I would definitely take this in a heartbeat. And this is kind of how I'll frame it. I'll just put it like somewhere inside the fair value gap and just put my stop on the breaker, or it could just be a little bit lower, just give it some wiggle room because we do trade the 1 minute, so like a 2 point stop, and I can really go for the next liquidity, which this equal high is very nice too. That'll be my main target there. But I don't think I'm comfortable with longs yet, just because we're seeking showing. NQ is also going back to this 1 minute bearish breaker, which I'm likely more comfortable with downside right now. Just I'm still waiting though.
What a move off that internal low.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We purged those equal lows on ES and just flipped it and then took the equal highs.
Dude, ES has, ever since that morning flush on ES, we have not done shit on ES at all. Yeah, we took those equal lows out and just right back up. Do I have a certain R to R for each trade I do? Well, preference is a 2R, but I don't restrict my trades to a 2R minimum. I do tell a lot of people to use a 2R as your systematical approach.
Yeah, it's just a guideline for me too.
Yeah, but every day's unique. Every day trades differently. So there's some days where probability is very high, but your stop or your R to R is not the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I still execute regardless. It's just a general, like it's a guide for what I want to see happen naturally or consistently over time. And yeah, just like some days the probability is really high off a setup, but it's a 1-to-1 R. I go for the 1-to-1. But some days I go for a 2R, 3R, 4 hour. It doesn't matter. As long as the model's there.
If the trade is not presenting like at least 1 R above, like that's probably not a good risk reward trade. So that's why the rule of thumb is like try and get like a trade above 1 R and typically around 2, but it doesn't have to be 2 exactly. If we have like a good liquidity at 1.7, I'll probably take it out there too instead of going for the defined 2.
Yeah, someone sniped longs inside my room. They had a 209.75 average off long. They're still in.
Is that
That's
like
like
a
right
what is that
off
like
that
a
internal
turtle
grab.
soup type of entry? Because there's nothing else other than that would keep
Yeah,
that low.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know how turtle soup people like operate on the 1 minute, especially like because like what if it just keeps on knifing, dude? Like what do you where would your stop be? Because we had like five, 6 strong negative down close candle, and we just had it. We could just have another one that's like another 10 points, and
I
I don't know,
yeah.
man.
I personally think turtle soups are a premature model. I just think
Yeah,
I need more for my I need to see more happen before I
definitely
even
for
take a
sure.
trade.
Because that's like no
But it works
confirmation
for people.
really. But some
Yeah.
people would use it well because they have the right protocol. So like they're probably gonna take like it might be lower risk win rate in that way. Like they could lose like 3 times before they hit like a fourth win, and that fourth win could have been like a 10 points stop, like 50 point, 100 point TP. There's that equal highs, yeah.
Here comes 258. What a move.
We didn't even when we got to the upside, we had the breaker implemented, but we just didn't tap back inside, and we're likely gonna enter this 15 minute now. So we're in higher time frame bear structure for me personally with a breaker and the fair value upside. We'll just see how it reacts here. If we get confirmation, I'll likely try the downside. Risk reward doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. It doesn't matter because if you're as long as you're profitable, I'm sure like the win rate is low, then the risk reward's higher. It's gonna balance out somewhere, and like as long as you're winning, that's what matters.
Just take probable trades. Risk reward is important, but nothing's more important
Yep.
than probable trades. Because all trading is it's just a game of probability. And so when you see a trade that might be very probable but not have the greatest risk, you might as well take the risk because it's very probable.
Yeah.
It's just
They both kind of
art
weigh each
like
other.
risk reward is a good system. Yeah, it just risk reward system like having a good R to R is just helps you maximize your day to day system, right? If that makes sense, because every day is unique, and having a proper valid system in your trading every single day is what's important because you're able to find a balance in these wild conditions that we are in every single day, right? Because you never could look at the market every day and be like, okay, this traded exactly how yesterday traded. No, that's never a thing. Never happens. So yeah, I mean,
Mm,
R2Rs are just good for balancing your trading out for sure. Yeah, you go
yeah.
ahead.
Someone said, I don't understand why market didn't take out the weekly high. I'm assuming you're talking about like the 350 high. We were like 2 points off of it. That's what happens. Some people might be going for it, and there's probably a lot of targets gonna get hit if that hits. But maybe they'll just save that for next week, or maybe that just there, and not everything's gonna go the way that you think.
100%.
Mm, what is your average win rate and risk reward? I think I'll go based on the last 3 months. I think that's when I started live streaming. It's probably like 65% win rate, 60% win rate, and the risk reward 1.5. Unless you're talking about like the last 3 weeks, I think our win rate has been drastically improved because we're only aiming for A plus setups, and that really changes the game. And you can see my trades personally if you want to look through my live streams because everything's shown.
Would be surprised if you come right back down.
It could be, man. Like just like someone said, like, oh, why didn't we take that high? I would have been bearish on the weekly high or whatever it was, 350, I think. Same thing with me. Like, if we just plummet right here, I'm like, why didn't it just enter this 15-minute fair value gap? I would have done something here. Not everything's gonna go as what you think. Some things are just more disgusting. And yeah, if you see like this is the high, this is the low. We purged the low, both for ES here. We purged the high on a Q, so we just both took out the internals there. And
I just got a
Very,
call
very
from the
secret
police
showing.
department. Dude, I just got a call from the police department asking for money. I swear to God.
Are you? Oh, I thought you were just trolling or something. Like you're making a joke. But
No, I swear to my life.
do you see the number? Like if it's like a scam number or anything like that?
No, it's from Bloomfield. It's a town I know.
So it's like real. It's a real police or a number.
Yes, you could hear the police in the background, or you could hear like the department in the background.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you want to review like more info? Like why did they ask you that money, or is that something? I don't. This is
I think it's
sus. You owe money somewhere.
they're low on uh, he just said some I don't know.
Wait, like
I don't know.
donation or you had a debt or something? Like you know?
Donation.
Oh, okay. I thought they got your ass for something, bro. That's what you made it sound like.
You know,
I had the police call me and
dude,
they said I owe.
when they
I
said
need some
police
money.
department, I'm like, when they said police department, I'm like, did I underpay my taxes or some shit? Like I
That's
don't
what
know.
I was thinking or
Nah.
something.
Um,
Jack
that's wild though.
Church asked his family for 50,000 years ago. Yeah, that is also wild.
50K is crazy. That is wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, your family's already probably supporting the church by being there, supporting there, like, and then they just come and ask like, oh, I can you also give me 50,000? Like that's crazy. Most people like who go to church, like if they donate, like they'll donate like, maybe $100, something like that. But if they're in front of you asking like, I need this much of money, that's a lot. 50,000 can change people's lives. That could go
Yep.
get through people college, get through a car, get through a down payment, and they're just asking like that. That's crazy.
For sure. Yeah, I don't think we're so internal based right now. We could probably
Yeah,
trade back
like
down, honestly.
since we took up the high, like I could be leaning short right now, but I want more confirmation still. We're going back and forth. Did we take out Asia low yet? Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah.
Just because we had that New York salary, that's where like it's kind of difficult. But if we get confirmation, we have so much consolidation now that like if we do sell off, it'll be easy right to jump in. If it's not just like a seek and destroy again.
Mm-hmm.
Hustling in the name of
Dude,
Jesus.
I heard police number. Bro, I heard police department. I was tweaking. I was like, fuck.
I'm looking at YM. YM also have a lot of equal lows there. So it's two now. Two. We will get the 4 hour close. Still not showing much for me though. Let's look at the hourly. Hourly close above the hourly FAG. That's good though. But there's just nothing I can really play here. This is a Hydra's model at the moment. 253.10 turtle soup. 1 minute for rag entry. So you're talking about this entry here. It definitely could work. Where would your stop be? Would it be the next high? Is this something Hydra would take? I guess if you're explaining it like that, and you're going for. I guess you could be also going for the next low here.
I want to see 258 get taken really bad.
258 it would be a tap inside of that 15-minute fair value gap. That's what I've been looking to see, like to test that higher time frame structure. And we reject from that. That makes me more likely to play the downside.
When using NinjaTrader, what app do you trade through? I trade through NinjaTrader, the broker. So I just have my Apex accounts linked in there, and I just execute my copy trading through Replicanto. So I don't trade through TradingView. I don't like trading on TradingView because there's input delay. I don't care what anyone says. There's input delay on TradingView, so I just avoid that.
Wait, what do you mean?
So I just
Input
execute
delay?
through my broker. There's just input delay, like.
If you put a limit order, it would already register though.
But yeah, no limits. Can
Oh,
work.
you're talking like market.
You do works. Yeah. Markets.
Okay, yeah, for sure. That's gonna be lead delay.
And I'm more of a market buy type of person versus a limit.
Okay.
And yeah, there's just input delay for the way I trade, and I just execute the Ninja.
Someone said, "Can you set up Rep Console on the NinjaTrader browser version?" The NinjaTrader browser version is basically Tradeovate because Ninja bought out Tradeovate. So in that case, we know because you can't do that with Tradeovate. It's the same exact thing. So you just had to set up with NinjaTrader itself, the program, the downloaded version.
Oh my rippy. Here comes 258, guys. I've never used Quant Tower, so I can't really tell you.
Jen, we both use Rep Console, NinjaTrader. I got Lento on that, and then I'm sure Lento also uses Tradeovate still too. But for copy trading, like all the accounts on Apex and all that, like Rep Console does the heavy lifting, and that's an add-on exclusive to NinjaTrader. And that's what I also use too. Like if you see this account here, this is my fund futures account. If I make a trade right now, it will copy through all of my other account that I have set on NinjaTrader. And that's like 10 plus accounts.
Yep.
And I have a YouTube video on it too, if you guys want to look at that. Good.
Brian's put me on a lot. He put me on Ninja.
He
honestly put me on
too.
He put me on prop firms too. He introduced it to me. Yeah.
I put you on Top Step first, I think, and then I put you on Apex. And like every time I put something on,
no.
Wait, was that the way or no?
No. I was on Apex first, and then you put me on Top Step.
Yeah, that was the way. I just think I just put you on prop firms in general, and then I was like, dude, Lance, Top Step is killer, bro. I think you would do well with Top Step. And every time I put Lanto on, it takes him like 10 requests before he actually goes for it. But then he's like, damn, this is actually good.
No, I am stubborn as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, I am very stubborn. If I have a system that I know is doing well, I just
it's hard to change that. Even for features, I think
it's hard to change. Yeah.
I think I was trading features first, and then you were trading options. So I was like, dude, features is better because you don't have to data decay, you don't have to do anything. It's just
I knew that too. Even at the time, I even knew that too. The only thing was, I was just so content because I was doing like 10-15K a month off options, and I was like, I don't want to fuck up anything, so I'm just keep doing options for now. And then as soon as I switched to futures, it was As soon as I switched to futures, it's completely different.
Yeah, and then we're all on futures now.
Yep. I can never see myself going back to trading indices on options. Swear to God.
Yeah. We're in that 15-minute fair value gap, so if we do deliver off this breaker, I would likely go for a short there. Someone asked, are you still trading with ETF? So the history with ETF for me, like I'm day one with ETF. They've been doing a lot of things now with like payout delays, but I do trade with them. I have 3 accounts funded. They're 7,000 profits each. I was able to get 1 payout on them, but then they switched me to live, and I think I talked about on this Twitter. I was live. They switched me 2 weeks ago. I'm still waiting for them to switch me to live. I think it's still, I don't know how long it takes, but they're working on a new broker or something, and they're expecting another few weeks or something. So I'm not trading them right now because I can't. I'm waiting, but I still have 20,000 profits with ETF.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mainly Apex, my fund features, and Top Step right now. Those are my big 3. I think that's also Lanto's big 3 too.
Yeah, I really just have a big 2, which is Apex and Top Step. Aside from that,
those are the
in February, man, February I was all in with Top Step, and then as soon as I switched to 20 accounts on Apex, that's just been my main. Like I've been on Apex.
20 accounts is a game changer, dude. Like I don't think you can really beat that.
Yeah, just being able to just even having the thought of maybe doing 80K a month off.
Yeah.
Apex is crazy.
You know how excited me and Lanto were, like thinking Top Step would have been 10x fade. We had so many plans with that. We're like 10 accounts, dude. We could have done numbers that.
Dude, we thought it was April 15th and they pushed it back. We thought it was the announcement. Was it Monday this week?
They hyped it up so much, but it's a promo for Top Step X for $30 off, dude. That is such a lame. That's a boomer.
That's the lamest shit, dude. They had a whole shitty ass intro with a potato fucking mic and webcam just for a $30 discount. And I'm not dissing Top Step, but like you can't be hyping shit up. They literally made a tweet saying that it was gonna be game changing.
Yeah.
Game changing. A $30 discount's game changing. You're telling me a $30 discount's game changing?
They didn't need to hype up that much. Like even their their affiliates or their workers, but they were like, "This is big. I'm gonna stream it. This is gonna be a huge announcement." And I was like, "Okay, this is XFA's upgraded."
Yep.
But with that much hype and that delivery, I don't think anyone was happy. But yeah,
Yep.
I sell. They did, I guess they don't do sell frequently, so like maybe that's why. But they done sales
Game
before.
changing was awesome.
I think was it Memorial Day? They did like $5 or something like that, or $11 50K
Yep.
accounts. That's even a better sale I would consider. And it was like unlimited use
Yeah.
too.
I just I don't know. That was 100% hype, 0% delivery. That's what I think. Off
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I'm basically marking breakers a breaker, but they just keep on getting purged both sides, so that is like useless. And that's why I'm not trading them because I'm
Y-
waiting for validation somewhere, and I'm not getting it at all. And I guess
You
we're
know what the
moving up
best
here.
part?
Go ahead.
The messed up part about Top Step, what they did is they replied to a comment on Twitter where
Oh
they were like, "Are you
yeah,
guys increasing your active face?" And they
that's
replied
also
with
a
a
thing.
smiley face. So
I thought that was like guaranteed.
yeah,
Basically, they're hinting it. And they also did that thing with like likes
yep,
too. Like there's like, you guys are probably doing X Face, and they like that. Like out of all comments, they like that comment, and I think that's what made it more tease worthy. I was like, why do
yeah.
all these things and then just do that?
That's definitely yeah. That's not it.
We got a pop here. We might be get a 1 minute structure. It aligns with the 15 minute, so I might be taking this, but I do want to let it play out more because we've just been so choppy here. Danielle said, "How long you guys take to be profitable?" I think we've been making money. If you like, we've been trading for 4 years. We've been profitable. It's just how well we can, how consistent and like the numbers we're doing. I think the
Yep.
the last 6-8 months for me and Lanto has been much more profitable than the other 3 years we've been doing. And that's
Yeah,
also
100%.
leveraging prop firms. It did take us a while to maneuver it, but it's definitely a game changer.
I I think we've definitely grown as traders in the past 6 to 8 months in terms of a technical standpoint. I think we've definitely like our system has gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
I think
very.
main thing the main thing that's really helped us though is our scaling. Yeah,
Mhm.
once you have a profitable system, once you have your edge in the market, all it really is scaling at that point. And if you're able to scale at a successful, rate, you could go from making, what you're making now to 2, 3 times. It's just all about, like Brian said, leveraging firms the right way.
Yeah.
And if you're able to do that, you could see consistent results. So, yeah.
But yeah, in the future, we'll probably make a lot of videos on it. And we can make a podcast. We can make the prop boot camp, all these things. But we've just been working on it. We've been too busy doing our own thing. And like it's also mentally exhausting enough just to trade every day with the frequency we've been doing. And sometimes we just like kick back too. So
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Like
yeah,
the amount me and Brian trade, it's tough, man. I mean, it's really tough because like all we're doing now, like I'm not even kidding. I can speak for myself. Like I have no life. I go out maybe 1 time a week, but if that, like all I'm doing is like setting up my setup and just
yeah, dude.
keep reading or
My
executing
excitement
and
is
just.
when I look at the calendar is like, oh, we have CPI next week. Let's prepare for that's like my calendar. Other people are like, oh, we have a wedding here. We have something here.
Oh God, some people are like we have a vacation in Hawaii or something like that. We're like, oh no, we got that next week. Let's go. That's our vacation.
I haven't gone outside in 6 months. I'm still unprofitable, dude. That's 6 months is a long time. Unless you're talking about like the whole journey. 6 months is nothing. It's gonna be a blimp in your record, but you can change also in the next 6 months. So it's May right now. From May to the end of the year, 7 months later, you could do a lot with your what you're trying to do.
That's recent draft update. That's right. Someone asked, or someone, what's crazy, guys? This is how you know I trade way too much. My own room at times tell me to get the fuck off the chart. I was out on Tuesday, or was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I forget. It was Wednesday. I was out and I was looking at my chart while I was being out, and like people were telling me to try to get the hell out of my phone. I'm not even kidding. I think it's an addiction, partially, not partially, fully. I think I have an addiction with trading.
That's why I also tell you is like,
All I
dude,
think about,
it's
yeah,
unhealthy, man. You gotta step back a little bit. Some days you trade like all sessions and like you wake up at or you're like up till 5 a.m. and then you still trade 9 a.m. It's like you're kind of killing your health, but even though it's like you're getting like a reward because your accounts are doing very well, we can also
Yeah.
gotta find that balance. And I'm also working on that balance too.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to
trading?
Gym? That's a good question. I was so consistent in the gym in college and all that.
Me too.
And mine it's been really inconsistent. Even with meal prepping is something I've been wanting to go back to. I was really good with that. Now it's much more difficult. But
Yeah.
yeah, having good habits good too.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a really healthy balance early of 2023. I would hit the gym a lot and I would trade, but in early 2023, I was probably doing like 15, 20, 25K a month trading. Now it's just like I get the opportunity to potentially see 6 figures in a month. So I've really sacrificed everything to be able to get there because I feel like for me, what trading's been is you reach a certain goal. Okay, you hit that goal. How are you able to sustain it? Once you find a way to sustain it, then you go to that next goal. I think for me, I think the end all be all. Like I think where I actually step back and actually start to have a life. Like as crazy as that sounds, where I step back and actually start to find a balance is when I hit 100K a month. If I'm able to do that like sustainably, then that's when I sort of step back. Yeah, now right now it's just I'm still gonna continue to grind and do as much as I need to get to that point.
That's something also me and Lance discussed with the group chat before. It's like we don't know how long this is gonna last, and I'm also in that path of like I want to take advantage of it because I don't know how long prop firms would even be around.
Yep.
And it's such a blessing for me and Lance right now and Desi and other people.
100%.
It's really like benefiting tremendously out of it. Like even though some
I
people
would not
have
be
a
doing
distaste
the money.
with it,
Yeah.
but it's been crazy.
I would not be doing the money I'm doing now without firms. That's 100%. Even if I tried scaling the way I am now, it's just the risk reward factor. Like I have 20 accounts now. The most I lose is a couple $1,000 to make 40K per payout, right? So live accounts can't offer that. So yeah, I mean it's definitely a blessing.
Floyd asked a tax related question. What's a good way to start? The best way to start is talk to a CPA. We're not going to be giving advice there.
Yep. Talk to CPA, file an S corp. S corp's probably the best thing for trading. What's another good piece of advice? I don't know. Can't think of anything on the top of my head.
Sean, I already have that trade copy video. You're talking about linking up all your accounts. We have that video out already.
How much do I risk on evals? Okay, when I used to trade evals prior to having all these funded accounts, I would just take the exact same trades I would take with larger size, which is what I still do now. But I have so many funded accounts. I have so many different accounts to manage to where whenever I trade evals, like I'm full boarding because I don't have time to spend a lot of time on them.
You want to put all our time and energy in funded accounts. Like if you've been trading prop firms for already a long time, like I don't want to repeat the cycle, like trying to grind the evals. I want to grind funded.
Yeah. Yep. Which can hurt you mentally sometimes because maybe like you end up blowing a lot of evals through that thought process. But if you have a lot of fundeds at the time whilst grinding other evals, for me it's just I put as much risk on as possible just because like I don't have the time to grind evals like how I used to just because of the funded accounts I have now. I have to manage so many different things. It's just like I can't put in effort. Yeah. So we took 258 and now we're starting to see a sell back down.
Let me see something. Which is the weaker asset? I'm just making sure because they're both kind of equal right now, I think. I might be looking for a short setup right here. If it does come back up, let me just get locked in here.
Am I in Brian's Discord? Yeah. Brian, how long have I known you for now?
It's probably, I would say 2 years now.
You guys want to know where we met? You want to tell
Like through, are you talking about through
Dre's
Dre?
Discord.
Yeah, there was
Yeah, yeah.
someone who claimed to be profitable, extremely profitable, which turns out he was demo trading.
He was a complete scammer. He would lure people into his Discord and trade money for them, and just end up blowing the whole entire thing.
It was kind of difficult scheme because I'm like skeptical, but other people around them was like, oh, he's legit. Then like you kind of buy into that, and then I don't know who kind of led that, but
I'm not gonna. I know who it is. I'm not gonna say who it is just for you know. I don't want to expose him, but there's someone that you guys know of. Anyways,
it was just like a messy thing. It's like, and once he actually pulls something shady and like trying to scam people, that's when we're like, oh, this is bad news.
yeah. I think we were a little more. This was like 2 years ago, so we were a lot less experienced. So we bought to the fact that he was making the money he was, but even then we should have, like Brian said, I think I was very skeptical. My gut feeling was like he was a scammer, but a lot of people were saying he was legit.
Mm-hmm.
He would claim to make like 250K a day.
Yeah, and it's through
So
MC5 or MC4 through demo.
yeah, the demo.
So
This
yeah,
was May of 2022. May of 2022. I remember it, yeah. And dude, you know what's scary though, guys? He's a scammer, but he always told me, he was like, Lanto, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you will be a futures trader. And this was the time when I had full
dude,
conviction in options. I was fully an options trader, and he was like, yeah, Lanto, when it's all said and done, you will be a futures trader.
that's also
You
another
will
thing
trade futures.
because when I was having bad days, I think when I was like not doing right 2 years ago, he would be a very good supporting friend and like like helping my mentor and like basically a good spokesperson. And that kind of you kind of buy into that too. Like everyone's like, you're legit. He's making hundreds of $1,000s a day basically. And he would also like after we trade, we'll trade live together with him. We'll just like play like Call of Duty or something like that or Fall Guys and shit like that. So he's like making like we're friends basically. And
Dude,
once we found out, it was like a betrayal of trust.
yeah, I mean, I don't think he was a bad person in general. I just think he was a bad trader, and he portrayed like he was a good trader when he wasn't. Um, he ended up there was a person out there where he ended up taking over $5,000 of that guy's money, trying to flip it for him, and he ended
Mm-hmm.
up blowing it. And you know what I'm talking about, Brian. Remember?
Yeah.
And it was really bad. But some of the things that he would say would be right. He just never knew how
Mm-hmm.
to trade. Never did.
He basically talked about like macros and opening hour, what is it, top of the hour type of things too, moves, these type of things like that works
Yeah.
out and like have like somewhat of a somewhat good, but it's crazy. And I guess he was the one that brought a lot of people together, like brought me, Lento, Desi, other big creators together too, and we're still in our own group, and we also dropped a lot of people from our group too.
Yep. That's crazy how you met. I met you through there, bro. I'm not even kidding. As soon as I met you though, like I knew you were legit instantly. That's
Yeah.
the weird part.
Because we're
I,
transparent
I have a
about it.
really
And
good sense of
it's like
intuition.
it's
Yeah.
basically like real. It's realistic numbers too, and we'll show our entry. We'll tell you exactly what we're doing, and then other people like
Yep.
they might not do that.
Yeah. If you don't see people, if you guys don't see people consistently post like fuck payouts, just even profits or like day-to-day P&L. It doesn't have to be every day, but at least a couple times a week, like there's a red flag in that. So
Yeah, I'm
I don't know.
interested in this short, but let me. If we do come back, I was expecting a pop back in there. I would have joined in. We're in that breaker here now. We do have equal highs, but the delivery in the 15-minute breaker inside the 15-minute fair value, that's a unicorn itself already. And I was looking for that 1 minute time frame alignment, which we did here. If we just pop back in here, I would be interested in trying that. But we do have equal highs there too, and we'll just see where it goes from here.
We're trading in this 5-minute OB. Let's see
Liam
how we
said he took
react
short.
off
That's
that.
good. I'm waiting. I think I got a little distracted, but also I don't think it would have went to my entry. I would have put my limit at 256, and it went 255 because like I'm looking for that fair value gap at 220 there. it's just so slow today, man. And like we don't have like a strong delivery to be really confident. But
Yeah.
yeah, we did take out a lot of internals, which I like. I actually like. I think I'm more confident in shorts right now if we can deliver away from this 15 minute because the high time frame supports it now. I don't think the 4 hour supports it yet, but it's going to. Let's see the next 15 minute candle. The next 15 minute candle closes in 3 minutes here.
If we're truly an internal type of day, like we sell back down here.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna get some more
Damn,
water.
it's already 2:30. Damn, time flies. Mm. All right, let's see how we react off this inversion here. If we invalidate this inversion here, we'll probably send back down into range. Brian's stream's good. There's only about like a 3 or 4 second delay. I'm watching his stream right now. It's very small. The good thing with him and the way he trades is he sets in limits. So like that delay literally means nothing because he puts in those limits like a minute or two, maybe up to 5 minutes sometimes before entry, which is really good. You guys watched Trades I'm At's like YouTube live stream yesterday? He went off on some guy because some guy was trying to signal bot his alert, and he's like, "It's tough for me to follow where you're on live because there's a delay on the stream." And Trades I'm At went crazy. He's like, "You're not welcomed here. We don't want you here." You know,
I'm back. What's happening?
which we're just sort of just moving back up here. We're bouncing the inverse.
Yeah, we're the 1 minute versus holding there. Yeah, there's equal highs. We could have one if we have one final jab to take them out, and then really do a strong delivery down. That's where I'll be more confident as well. That would be very good confirmation. That'll be 3 drive down. But if it could really just reject if we do get a pop back in that 1 minute here at 240, which has been sloppy today. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I mean, Trades I'm At can go on rants. I think the reason he goes on rants is because like when he's doing a free YouTube live stream, like he does not owe them anything, and so when they're complaining about like that, like it's just like what are you complaining about? The whole point of the live, and I'm sure Brian does the same thing. Is it's not only just the alerts, it's the tape read and just learn off that as well. And I feel like people who are in there just to catch signals or just like him doing that to that person is doing him a service, low key, like banning him. Just like how I do it. Sometimes there's people in my room where like they're just blindly trying to take signals, and I just ban them. And I'm doing them a service because if you follow people short term for alerts, as soon as you leave that room, you're gonna lose all that money because you're not gonna know how to trade.
Yeah.
Versus you actually trying to learn. So just being a signal bot is not a good thing. You gotta really try to learn
Yeah, I mean,
as best you can.
I do both. I do show my trades, but also the most important part is showing the commentary and like how I got to that point and why I take this trade.
100%.
And I hope a lot of people here are absorbing it when I do take trades.
Yeah.
But if you just signal my trade, like sure you would have been profitable the last few months, but what happens when I'm gone? You just want to learn the skills as well. That's the main part.
100%. Looks like we're seeing a nice sell.
Damn, let's see. We just tapped back in the breaker. If we just tapped in the side, this one, I would have like took a jab at it because that would have been tight wrist for sure there. Can you look for gold? We don't even trade gold.
Yeah, I don't trade forex at all or gold at all.
So we have another SMT here. If you see, NQ did not tap inside, take out a low, but ES did. I think this is the point. Like, if we can just violate this bullish breaker, any retest back inside would be a sell for me to take out these relative lows down here. I would like to get more of a better entry above, but if it doesn't give it, it's not really ideal for me. Yeah, this breaker would have worked out because the way that I framed it here, we have the 50 minute. We've been already kind of screaming for this. Even Lanso looking for a 258 run. I was wanting that same thing just because there's a 50-minute fair value upside inside a 50-minute breaker.
Yep.
If you just took this trade just blindly, or for the break itself, I guess it would have been like a very tight risk in itself too. We could have considered that, but I was waiting for that 1 minute confirmation. We did get that confirmation, just didn't get that retap back in. Black Bear, you talking about the 2022 mentorship? That helped, but what even helped more is just doing your own thing and refining it and backtesting, forward testing. You'll find more than that. Damn, the sell. I wanted to sell,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I. It is a little tough.
This should theoretically come down to like 225.
Yeah, I do like this a lot, man. We got the 50-minute close too. That's the first 50-minute down close candle. Yeah, I think it would likely take out the 208 now, or work its way down there. Let's see if we got it set up somewhere though. We didn't. I don't know if we got SMT off these highs. That's what I was wanting. Because you usually give SMT before it runs back up, and I was hoping to also get that signal there too.
I'd like to see.
It's just a staircase down now. Waiting though. What did I just do?
If it's a really, if it's a true internal type of PM session, like they should come back down more. I think we just sort of chop until power hour.
Let's see.
Yeah, we have a 5-minute fair value gap at 225. I want to see us tap that.
If we get a close on this burger, that would make it confirm in the 5 too, which it likely will here. At this point, if we get close here, which is in 4 minutes, any retap back up into this bear strike, I'll mark out because I like to think it would hold here. This would be that trade you would take. You'd be like 242 entry, stop at 245, or 42 short, 42 43 short, stop at 45. That would be the frame setup you're looking at. So it's kind of in their court right now to see if they want to how they want to play this here.
Very, very choppy.
I need this 5-minute close though. That'll be critical for me. Yeah, it looked like some of you guys took the short when I was discussing in the breaker here at 250s, which is good. I was waiting for a little bit higher, which I missed that.
Interesting. We're trading in that 5-minute fair value gap, but
So far, this PM has not been the best to trade. I think we picked the worst time to do a dual stream. There's other days of the
I
week
mean
that
that's
was
been the
better.
theme of PMs. That's low-key been the theme of PMs this week, in my opinion. But I mean,
I've been taking some trades in PM this week though. But it's been fine. Like I think it worked. It's definitely slower, but you'll definitely find something if you wait.
yeah, end of day PM has picked up for sure. I don't know if you're referring to that, but I feel like 12 to or 11 to 2 ish, kind of tough as of this week.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
There's a BPR here at from 201. We have kind of a 30-way there. We held that 5-minute pretty good too.
Yep.
We get candle close in 1 minute here.
Do we have any news later today? No.
Bro, it's too late for news. I don't think we do. It's like near.
So yeah, sometimes we just gotta rely on algos now, you know. Algos to give us some direction. We took out 238 nicely, even shifted off that, but ever since then it's just been.
Was it? You said 230 or 258?
Or my fault, yeah, 258. That was my target in terms of upside, and then we took that high and just swept right back down.
Part of me thinks it doesn't really come back up to where I want it. It's likely just gonna go up to 245 here. And then knife through this 1 minute breaker that I have marked out, which is aligning with the 5 minute too for lower prices. And we also have that 5 minute breaker here too, which makes me want to join in for it. Let me just frame this out. Would this be something I'll be willing to take? I want the trade inside this breaker though. That's disgusting because I would want, for me to be comfortable, I would put stop above the high because this will still validate if it does come back 257. I want to run back to this PPR though. I think we reject from it. Let me just frame this here. There's that 5 minute here though. We hit the breaker. We didn't get to this yet.
It's tough here. I think it's.
I like lower though. What do you think,
50. Yeah, me too. But for right now, at least short term,
it's reacting off that 5, and we're also reacting on the 1 minute breaker too, bullish breaker. So I think I like 245 for entry though. I don't know where I would have put my stop though, because even putting it at this breaker here at 252 would be like 7 points. It's very tight, but still I could see that going back inside. For me to be comfortable, I should put it for like 259, about 14 point stop. Maybe I'll add to this. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do one here and I'll add another one at 250, likely 254. I'll just try like 245 here. It might be premature, but I'll add one and first, and then depending on how it reacts, let's just do the midpoint of it. That's probably better. Make sure I get the fill.
We're just sort of trading this 5 minute.
There's that reaction. I just need to tap back in. I'll try it here. I could try kill it early though and then re-enter. Maybe it'll just be like a very tight 6-7 point stop first. Here we go. About to get filled here. Tapped it, but it didn't fill me. It looks like. Did any of my accounts filled? No, it did. That's weird.
No, remember what happened last time?
Dude,
Don't do the same thing here.
if it does, man, that'll be kind of annoying, but I think it would hit here. Alright, I got filled here. I'll try to keep this tight still. And I'll re-enter if I still want it. But I think we do come to this breaker possibly. Either reject for this breaker or come back in and test this first. So I'll play with this first. This is also correlates with this 5 minute here that I marked out, which I'll remove this at least. I think that clears up more. It's not the cleanest type of entry though, because I want it inside that breaker, but I don't believe it. It might not come for it.
We're also
Just setting an entry right here so far. Best case, we'll look to put a green stop somewhere. What's the power on right now? This lowers this liquidity.
good rejection there. Gotta see more conviction in that.
Yeah, I need to see some speed now. Likely that's that order block here. If we can just slice through that, I'll be sitting pretty, I feel like. If it comes back up, that's gonna be kind of annoying there. Want to rotate back inside, likely through this 5 minute too. 15-minute has been printing down close candles after the reaction inside the 15-minute breaker in that fair value gap. So that's why I'm going for that as well.
Yep.
I think just under 38 is where I'll put my break and stop on. Because I only have one in right now.
It's very slow here. I do think if we just pick up in that sell conviction, I think we'll see a nice sell back. It's just, it's tough here.
It's tough the whole day, the whole PM. But we're in profit right now, but I'm just waiting. Hopefully it delivers to where I think now we're back at break even there. There's a YM push there too. I'm gonna keep it tight though. I think if it try to hold, if we get close above like 252 or yeah 252, I'll likely kill the trade and re-enter likely higher or wait for a different confirmation. That's kind of my idea right now.
Yeah, I'm setting cash right now. I'm rooting this goes for you though.
Moral support.
Yeah, we should do a live session through AM though, because that way I could trade live with the chat
Yeah,
too,
we can
alongside
do
you
that
too as well.
another time.
Yeah,
It's so slow. I've been stuck in this for a while here. That
yeah.
pop. Look at this 5 minute here. 252 is the 5 minute high of the breaker.
We got 247 here. We got to reject here, in my opinion, first.
Yeah. We got
this 1 minute fair value gap here.
YM is also pumping.
Yep.
This is near power hour too, and like we're just so slow.
Gotta reject here. Come on, Brian. Let's go.
I'll just let it play, man. If it does keep on coming, I'll likely take it out for like 7-point loss around there, and then re-enter if it does give me confirmation.
I always like how you keep stops very tight though. It's very well managed.
We're still respecting the 5 minute here, even though like it comes up. It's the breaker's still there right now, so I still validates here. We might, if we get a close under 241, that'll also deliver another 1 minute breaker here too. So I have just one in right now, but I'll likely kill it if it doesn't flip soon here. Let's see this candle close first. I don't want to give it too much space since I don't have our stop on. Yeah, that's a pump there. I'm gonna wait for this candle close first. We're in that 5 minute, above the 5 minute. Likely just re-enter after this then. They hanged around too much in my entries. It kind of floated around way too much here. Yeah, I don't want this anymore. I'll try to just get it out. 50 here. There we go. I think how much did that take off there? I think 7 points.
It's lucky, but
yeah, I think better. Yeah, it did come back. I felt like I got a good entry, and it dropped to like 5 points in my favor, and I wanted it to slam through the Zora block, but we didn't get that.
Very interesting.
That was a little tough because I did want a little higher too, but let's just see with more confirmation. Make sure I close all my orders so I don't have anything. Okay, we're good. So I'll share this here. This is what I have on my screen right now. 7 points, about 140 on the dot. It was a really round number. And I do that for every trade, even though if it's win or loss. There's that tap in that 1 minute bearish breaker here. We're still respecting off this 15 minute. I'm going to let this play out more first. Because we should have flipped there if we were bearish, but it didn't. So definitely would want more confirmation from here now.
Interesting.
It's been so choppy back and forth today. But let's see, where is it? That's also part of the risk management because if I had that, even though I didn't have a hard stop place yet, there's a point where if it does get closed here, I'm gonna try to get out ASAP, and that's where for me it was like I think 252, and that prevented me from taking another 6 point loss, which would have probably killed me, or not killed me, but much bigger loss than I wanted. But this is also where I would have looked to get the ad. This is originally where I would have taken it, which is a little bit difficult here now. The 5 minute is still working. I'm just gonna let it play out a little bit more here. I'm gonna remove the labels.
It's very internal, man. I mean, it's tough to trade this in my opinion. It's just so internal.
It is.
There's no clear.
There's no fault.
It's so back and forth. It's very 50-50-esque. It's just tough to try to time something in here.
I'm gonna wait for another confirmation here. If we do reject off these that breaker high there, the real breaker there, and we feel that inefficiency. Let's just see if I can get a reentry and that'll be good. Mm-hmm. 1 of my rules is no shorts over equal highs. I think equal highs I don't really concern too much because let's say this does reject from here and this equal highs left, that would even matter. We got to close under there. $15 still rejecting all that 15-minute breaker. Look at the hourly. We're coming from that hourly too. I think I still like shorts. I'm waiting right now. See if I can get something out of it. But it's just so slow. Let's go at snail speed today. Would you count that SFT off the highs? We have equal highs here. ES just barely did a wick like that. It's like tick higher. For stuff like that, when it's like only a tick, I don't really consider it too much. That could just be a simple bid and ask.
Yeah. It's 5 minute here. I think we've put in our. No, I can't even say that because we're 4 minutes into power hour. I was about to say I think we put in our high and low up until power hour, which is 4 minutes away. So
yeah, we purged both
can't really say
here.
that. But I'm leaning slightly bullish for the fact that we reacted nicely off that 5 minute fair value gap, and now we're seeing we're seeing higher lows now develop.
Yeah, and we also smashed through the 5 minute bear strategy above. So that's why I also signaled me to get out. Like I tested it to see if it would validate. It did. I took 7-point loss, which is very tight because if had that would have flipped my favor, I would have went for like 20 plus points probably.
Push here. We shoot over that relative high. Near 258. I think power hour's in for a nice move.
Hopefully, because it's been so slow, so back and forth. the whole PM session.
Yeah, if you look at overall today, guys, like today's been an internal type of session too as well, in terms of a intraday aspect. Because if you look at NQ and where our low days or our low day is, and you look at ES and where our high day on ES is, it's through overnight session highs and lows, right? So it's very internal through higher time frame. Like we haven't done much today, aside from that sell in the morning. We haven't done much because we've just our high day on ES is through overnight high, and then our low day on NQ and ES is through overnight low. So it's just like we're trading in the range that we developed overnight. So it's very internal, like through higher time frame. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So what's it? Do you see how the 15 wick took 2 candles? It closes inside. That is a strong reversal. That's what I was also looking at because we hit the high time frame structure, and I was looking for a flip back down, but it really came back up afterwards. Let's just see here. Most likely, it would have been best if I just got a entry here and ran it down already. That'd been perfect. It's the wrong time there.
Interesting. I wish delivery was a little bit better because I know for sure if it was, me and Brian would have like aligned a trade and we probably would have taken it by now. But I haven't. I think when was the last? Have I ever taken a trade under live? I think I did one off a fair value uptake, but I didn't like extensively talk through it on your live. I would like to take a trade with Brian on live. It's just this price is pretty bad.
We actually this live is more like a podcast at this moment, just like we're just answering a lot of questions, we're sharing our perspective.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not short yet for me, Fabio. Like we tried it here. If this would have flipped, because this is the order block, this is the fair value gap inside the BPR. So like I would want this to flip. We tested it, and then tried to flip, but it didn't and it held. So it's just way too early right now. We'll wait for more confirmation first. I might get that flip soon though.
Wow. Look at that.
Strong
There's
reaction.
your hourly change, guys.
Oh, that's hourly.
There's
yeah.
your hourly change. Wow.
We have a lot of equal highs above on ES.
Wow. Oh my.
I would not have expected that. There, if I had.
We say that, but it's a 10-point candle. That is insane. Look how big that candle is. It's 10 points. Yeah, for New York, it's insane. Let's see. I mean, we reacted nicely off that breaker.
This is what's a somewhat of SMT here. It's very slight though. Once again, like I don't like seeing like when it just moves, it tick higher. Now we have it's more equal highs on ES right now that I'm kind of paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we should. Do we have enough likes for a giveaway? I think we can do that soon here. 138. We can run one. Lost power here. While we hunt for something else too. All you gotta do is just like the stream and then comment your username for on YouTube. Just one time, and then we'll pick the winner there.
So Brian, I'm probably gonna hop off here. Cause I don't really ever trade power hour.
All right. I'll probably
But
stick around for another 15 minutes here, and then I'll get off too.
yeah,
Yeah, we can play it for a different day.
a good week
Hopefully,
overall.
hopefully we get a better
Yeah.
day. We can like XU in.
All
Uh,
right, let me ask chat real quick before I hop off. One in chat, if you guys want to see me and Brian do an AM session where we could actually like, for me personally, at least take an active trade, or two if you guys want to consistently do these PM sessions. Uh,
AM or PM?
I think everyone likes AM typically.
one or two.
Everyone's
So that'd
like
be down.
one.
'Cause it is at the end of the day, it is Brian's stream. I don't want to bother him too much because it is his stream. But if you guys,
I did
so
ask you know yesterday I did ask you like run the AM stream today in the morning, but I think you were live with your Discord.
yeah, but I had to go live. Yeah, but I'll do like I'm down to do like anytime next week if you want. It's up to you.
We can find a day for it.
But yeah, I don't want to try to force anything because it is your stream. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna hop off, guys. Good luck to everybody who ends up still trading rest of the day. But I'm pretty much done. Shout out to Brian though yet again. Thanks for having me. And yeah, I'm gonna catch
Thanks
you
for
guys
joining.
and take care, y'all. Peace out, man.
All right, see you, man. Why not both? We typically don't, or I guess for me at least, I don't try to trade that frequently. I try to focus on one session and then I'm done. Usually, if I get one good trade already, I'm already done. But we've been looking to see a different type of trading day, like Asia or London, but it's just hard. Yeah. It was very difficult to find a trade today, at the very least. All right, we can pick a winner in another minute here. Yeah, I really wanted to do break even stop on, or not break even stop, like green stop somewhere. I think likely if we react to this order block here. Another tick higher off of ES. It's so stupid. I think it's still there for me. If you guys were scalping back and forth, yeah, definitely you would like this trade. But I think it's way too choppy for me, or I couldn't find anything on the 15-minute and whatnot, which is sloppy. But let's see if we get anything. I was looking for that breaker to hold, but every time we could just get a move higher. All right, let's pick the winner. All right, giveaway winner today is HPOW, and I think his username was I know things. Let me look up. We'll probably take these equal highs though. I think it's too early to take a short. This is already attempted to. There's this rigged. HPOW, you have. We'll give you 3 minutes to claim it before it's a reroll. I'll stick around to 3:15 though. See if we get something out of it. Wait, it's HPAT. No, my bad. Okay. I think the bot didn't show that he put his name twice. Let me just check. I'll confirm. I may confirm though. He would get disqualified if he did that though. The bot, if you comment twice, like yeah, I just looked at it. He only commented one time, and he commented other streams too. So this is his like sixth attempt. Yep. Oh, HPAT, just DM me on Discord. And I'll do that. I'll give you that account after stream. Well, look at that move. It's just going back and forth, baby. I'm tempted to try another one. Like, I still think we can react off this 15 minute, but we just need follow through. If we got follow through, I'll try to jump in. So I'm gonna give it some time. I'll give it 7 minutes if we get something going. If not, I really have to just shut off because I think I'm still up big on the week. We're only down 140. For me, that was like that 7 point loss. Very, very tight too. Very tight. What was the giveaway? Basically the winners can pick from MyFund Futures, ETF, or Apex, and I let them choose. And the firm sponsor. The firm basically we have a partnership with them. They give us a certain amount of counts to give away each month. So that's why I let them choose. And then some months we're capped out, so we can't like give them anymore. They have to use the other firms. But we give you 3 choices. 3 choices is a lot. It's 50K end of day for ETF. It's 50K starters for MyFund Futures and 150K Rhythmic on Apex. And they surprisingly all 3 of them are equally valued. Like I would think like they would go for the starters more. I would think they go with 150K more, but people would like all of them. Yeah, I do delete my drawings on low time frame, especially when it's invalidated. I would just delete them. Like here, the breaker here, I marked this. It did so well, man. I wouldn't think that, but it did. We could have entered here, put our stop under. It would have worked beautifully. But yeah, I think we had a peak high on the stream. It's pretty good. We didn't get trades out of it though until the last second, which was not even a decent trade. Had I got the short above here, that would have played out much more. I would have liked that. Calling it a day here. Yeah, this is the weekend. Friday, you're done. Hopefully, everyone's week has been good because we've been really patient and we had 2 trades, 2 for 2 before today, but I guess I took a 7 point loss here. 7 points is very tight as well, but did take the 7 point loss. That makes it 2 for 3. I'm probably up like $400 per account still, or 300 maybe. So it's fine, just chilling. Alright, I'm gonna give a few more minutes before I also end it. The giveaway's done, guys. We already picked it. The bot picks the winner. It's based on if you like the stream, and then you just comment your username. You got killed today, Mustafa. I hope no one got that smacked today. It's been pretty tamed. Like if I was not live and I was trading recklessly, I would probably been like, oh, let's long here, let's short here, it would have been pretty nasty. I still think this floats lower. I just don't know if it's ready yet. And when it's ready, I'll try to jump in for it. If we displace through this low, that might be that call for me to join in one more try. But we do have equal highs above, man. So better yet, I think this is gonna end here. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen in 2 minutes, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, though. I wish we can give you guys a banger to end the stream, but I think this is where it's gonna end here. Going to end the stream now. Hope. See you guys next week. Yeah. One last note. Before we end this, there's quite a lot of there's two websites I have, briansong.com, which is basically my bento. It shows all the deals, which is this is what I like here. Bunox is good, Apex is good, Take Profit 40% off is good, $30 off. It will show everything right now. And if you're new to Smart Prop Firm, I also have the second website I'm making with a few other people. I would look at the guides more, the prop guides. And if you go through, like, I'll just open 3 right now. It'll show the code. It'll show the maximum count, the maximum funded. It'll show the payout structure. It breaks down a lot of things that, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys would ask, like, oh, how many accounts can I have? What do I do for reserves? There's so many people asking me this, like, how many for reserves? It's all listed here. The rules, the payout structures, and you can kind of compare them. So it's there. These are the two things I'm gonna really try to keep on adding to. But if you want to look for deals, this is also a website, just briansong.com. And I'll end this here, guys. Have a good weekend.